the big gun.
Be advised, ground teams requesting 105 signal.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. I'm a Christian, and Jesus Christ says, "Blessed are the peacemakers." You should always try and be at peace with people, even your enemies. The Bible's very clear about that. But what if you're the President of the United States, and one of your closest advisors says you're on the Epstein list? Says they're going to shut down the rocket ship company that helps American astronauts get into space. Says that you should be impeached. Do you forgive them? Holy moly. This is what Elon Musk did, and of course, the probably most seen and most viral crash out in the history of American politics. Elon Musk is now calling for peace with President Trump. This is something that I am duty-bound to applaud. There is obviously the spiritual component here, but then there's the practical component. So let's go ahead and read, shall we? I support Donald Trump, and I support Elon Musk. They should make peace and benefit our great country. We are much stronger together than apart, says Bill Ackman. You're not wrong, says Elon Musk. After, again, calling for Trump's impeachment, saying he's going to shut down his companies, and then saying that Donald Trump was on the Epstein list without any evidence. The evidence is, of course, not there. We've covered this extensively. Then a commenter replied, "Please make up. Don't kiss, though." And Elon Musk laughed. So, yep, gay joke there. After Pride Month. In fact, Elon Musk is deleting his tweets. Elon Musk is deleting his tweet saying, this was the tweet saying that I'm going to now stop making rockets for the U.S. military, right? I'm going to take the Dragon rocket away from the military. Elon Musk said to this commenter, "It's a shame this back and forth. You're both better than this. Cool off and take a step back. Good advice. Okay, we won't decommission the Dragon rocket." So Elon Musk like made multiple ovations to be at peace with Donald Trump. How's Donald Trump responding to this? Well, we're going to cover that in just a second. Musk backs down in Trump battle as Tesla stocks nosedives. MAGA threatens to kick him out of the country. Steve Bannon said that we should deport Elon Musk and that he needs a full federal investigation into his immigration status, saying he thinks Elon Musk is an illegal alien. Musk has backed away from President Trump after stunning the world with an apocalyptic social media spree. The world's richest man lost $30 billion in net worth as Tesla stock plummeted, reigniting a little battle with Donald Trump. Even Elon Musk's father begged him to unwind before doing lasting damage, with some Trump allies calling for him to lose his security clearances and government contracts. Musk broke his silence on Friday, agreeing with an X post that claimed he never attacked Trump personally. The shock feud was ignited over Musk's opposition to Trump's big, beautiful bill, and then it descended into Musk claiming that Donald Trump was in the Epstein files. Trump quickly branded the businessman crazy, said he lost his mind. Musk, this follows a bombshell report that Musk was taking drugs. Musk reportedly wanted to contact Trump amid the public fallout. Trump brushed off his olive branch and says, I'm not even thinking about Elon. Trump also moved to sell his Tesla that he bought from Musk. Their relationship was rosier, and now it is frosty. The Tesla sits outside of the White House. There it is. This is the President Trump's Tesla. I've actually, you can walk into the White House and you see it right outside. So anyway, this is a good thing. Obviously, I have stated very publicly, I don't want war between these two. Both men deserve our deep appreciation and thanks. In spite of the crash out, Elon Musk and Donald Trump sacrificed so much. They're billionaires. They could go buy Little St. James right now. They could go buy an entire island chain in the Bahamas. Both of them are rich enough to do this and live forever and never have to answer another call and never have to worry about another person in their entire lives. They could just go away like most rich people do and try and make the world a worse place. They're both trying to make the world a better place in their own ways. Elon Musk is doing so, obviously, by cutting government spending, and Donald Trump wants to first mass deport criminal aliens, tens of millions of them that were brought here. And those are two parallel tracks, and they're honorable tracks, and they actually link. They are linked together in many ways. But that's where these two bulls in the pasture situation is going on here. It's a change in priority. But Elon's learning that, Donald Trump's the president, right? It's Game of Thrones time here. And there's perceived power, and then there's real, actual, raw power. And Donald Trump hasn't. This was reposted by Elon Musk and went pretty viral here. Elon's stance is principled. I think that we can all agree with that. The federal government is descending us into debt slavery, the way that it spends, and it needs to change. Everybody agrees with that. Everyone agrees with that. Trump's stance is practical. Yeah, Trump says, okay, that's fine. The debt, that's a problem. But I ran on mass deportations. We're going to fund those, and we're going to get that funded in our big, beautiful bill. I also ran on tax cuts and no tax on tips and stuff. So we're going to do all that. First, tech needs Republicans for the present. Republicans need tech for the future. Drop the tax cuts, cut some pork, get the bill through. No? A lot of people saying that's a good take. Trump White House aides signal possible detente with Musk. Two men have been embroiled in a feud over legislation that encompasses the president's agenda. Sign of a truce is emerging, increasingly a bitter clash between the world's most powerful men. President Donald Trump projected an air of nonchalance in an interview Thursday with Politico during a day of sparring on social media with Elon Musk. Separately, the White House aides are working to persuade the president to temper his public criticism of Musk to avoid escalation. They scheduled a call Friday with the billionaire CEO of Tesla to broker peace. Oh, it's okay, Trump told Politico in a brief phone call when asked about the very public breakup with the one-time mega-backer. It's going very well. Never done better. Trump went on to tout his favorability ratings, saying the numbers are through the roof, the highest polls I've ever had. It was a marked contrast with what appeared to be an ugly online dispute between Trump and Musk. Big, beautiful bill. Although I will say, this is like kind of wild. President Trump was incredibly reserved yesterday. Trump called Elon crazy. And that's about it. And when given an opportunity, Trump said, I don't mind that Elon's attacking me. It's not a big deal. And I expect it. I expect that Elon was going to personally attack me. Very unique. Here's what President Trump told Fox News.
We bring you some breaking news, this time from Bret Baier, who just spoke to President Trump on the phone. He reflected on Elon Musk, and here's what Bret learned in that phone call. Trump is not interested in talking to Elon. Trump is not worried about threats of a third party. Now, that comes because Elon Musk tweeted this. He put up a poll and he said, it is time to create a new political party in America that actually represents the 80% in the middle. He asked that as a question of his followers. So he asked about a potential third party. President Trump says he's not worried to Bret Baier. President Trump also pointed to his favorable polls and his strong support among Capitol Hill Republicans. Noteworthy, Elon Musk called for constituents to call congressmen and women. Whether those calls have materialized, I've seen reports that they have not. Would also note, underscoring President Trump's point, he's ahead in the Real Clear Politics average of Obama and Bush at this point in the second term. And finally, a direct quote from Bret Baier from President Trump. The quote from President Trump is this: Elon has totally lost it. So more on that feud.
Trump said he's not interested in talking to Musk. Elon has lost it. Trump also says he's worried about Musk suggesting the formation. He's not worried about the formation of a new party. Yeah, that's just not going to happen. Elon Musk can do a lot of things, but you are not going to be able to get a durable third party. That just doesn't happen in this country. I think that's not. I'm not cheering that. I don't think that's a good thing necessarily, but it just is what it is. Okay. Yeah, it'd be easier to land people on Mars, frankly, than to get a durable third party that works and wins in this country. There are some, however, there's little leaks out of the White House saying that the two have talked. They don't want to make a big public show of it, that the two have talked. This is inspiring memes like this. You hang up. No, you hang up. Hamas has called for a ceasefire between Trump and Elon Musk. Elon Musk caught outside of the White House. Well, there you go. President Trump says, I'm not even thinking about Elon. The poor guy's got a problem. He's got a problem. No, I won't be speaking with him for a while. I wish him well. Again, Donald Trump has been very magnanimous about this, telling all these reporters the same thing. That Elon Musk went crazy. Crazy Elon Musk. Well, Trump has called him that before. I won't be speaking with him for a while. Trump also saying that he might have needed makeup for his black eye. Okay. Elon Musk is suddenly calling for peace with President Trump after accusing him of being on Epstein's list, calling for his impeachment. Unhinged attack in one day, hollow apologies the next. He pulled the same stunt last December, telling MAGA supporters over the HB1 visas then pretending that nothing happened. This isn't unity, it's damage control. President Trump can forgive. Letting Musk back into the orbit would be giving the house keys to a guy who tried to burn it down. That's what some are saying. You don't call President Trump a predator and then expect him to forgive and forget. Phone call the next day. Trump will never let this go. He may stop the back and forth, simply ignore him. We'll never forgive him for what happened yesterday. It is an unfortunate crash out, and we've said so. We've said so also on social media and gone relatively viral. Oh, Trump's selling the Tesla. Who gets the Tesla? Who gets the Tesla in the divorce? Trump has said in, again, we went pretty viral yesterday by, putting up our thoughts on this, which is pretty simple. They don't need to have a perfect relationship. The country is better. The freedom movement is better, and Western civilization is more stable when Elon Musk and Donald Trump are allies. They don't have to be best friends. I'm not calling for a bromance here, right? I'm calling for them to be allies. That's it. Not enemies. That's all we can call for here. And you can be allies with people that really piss you off. In fact, that's kind of the nature of allies, right? That they're annoying, right? And you just really don't see eye to eye, but at least you're not going to start lobbing missiles at each other. Okay? That's the best you can expect. And it's worked out pretty well so far. So that's what we were hoping for. Anyway, wave the white flag, Elon. It'd be, I think maybe a public apology would go really far here. Just one man's opinion. the old Christian coming out of me there. All right. Okay. Let me know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, in the comment section. It's your boy Ben.